Bonjour Melly, and today I would like to review some of my favorite sunscreens since summer is coming up. If you want, let's get into it. I'm gonna start with from the least affordable to, well, okay, yeah, sure. Let's say from the least affordable to the most. That's not to say this is really crazy high-end, but it's just from what I'm showing you guys today, I would consider this price is a little bit up a notch. So the first one is Supergoop Glow Oil. This pretty bottle, very prettily packaged, easy for cleanliness, because if you're a person who does not leave the top on, I am super bad at leaving tops on. I just always forget, and it's easy to lose the tops too. So for cleanliness purpose, I would say this is excellent. Consistency wise, it's thin, it applies really easily, so I'm just gonna squirt a little bit on my hands and I'm gonna show you. So it runs a little bit, but that's what makes it very easily absorbable. And at the same time, it's not, you can see a little shine, but it's nothing crazy, especially since actually it's oil, but it's really, it has a hydrating factor to it, therefore it really gets absorbed easily. That's why this is one of my favorite. I think this recently came out. I haven't seen a lot of people review it. I haven't seen a lot of people use it. I stumbled on it. I know people have reviewed other Supergoop sunscreens, but I don't know, I think they released this one, I'm not sure. It's not very much loved online, so I really like this so far. As you can see, it's a larger bottle. So I'm normally, if I have high-end quality sunscreen, I like to use it for my face and neck, and then I will use something like from Target just over the body, something that I can spray on. It's just hard to make this last if you're going to use it all over your body. But it is easily spreadable, therefore I'm not going to say it's not going to last you. I think it will last you, and I bought it for about $38. That's before tax, and I've doubled around sunscreens, so I'm not going to say this is the most I've spent on sunscreen, I know, but I would say it is definitely. Now let's get into the next one. So this is more affordable, and I'm sure you've seen this, and this is a Neutrogena Hydro Boost, the cold favorite. I also put like two of my friends on this. I put one of my girlfriends and I put one of my exes on this sunscreen. Okay, if you're watching this, you know who you are. But one of the things I like about this sunscreen is very affordable. And this also does not leave you as ashy. So I'm just going to use the opposite hand, and I'm going to put a little bit. It's also a little bit runny, and it comes out like this clear, kind of creamish white. And so you take it, spread it. I'm dark skin, as you can see, so if you don't see ash on my skin, honey, you're not going to see ash on your skin. See? So it has barely any cast, but it smells amazing. I love the way the sunscreen smells, honestly. And the only thing I don't love about the sunscreen is just how small it is, and I know it's not that small, but I find it really small, especially if you're gonna use it daily. I'm sorry, it would not last me. I always like to go down my neck and décolleté, and this is just, it's about $10 roughly, probably including tax. On their website it runs for about, I don't know, $10.98 or something like that. I got it from Target. It runs a little bit lower in Target than it does on their website. I don't know why. Right now they're having sale. And so if you want something affordable and you're dark skin, even if you're light skin and you don't like sunscreen cast, but you also are now looking to spend $38, then I will suggest that you swap it with Neutrogena. It almost has similar effect as to how it almost, look at it, like look how close they run, like really close. So the oil actually might be a bit more shinier than the Hydro Boost, and I find this also very hydrating. So this all comes to budget wise. Ingredient wise, they also run pretty close. the active ingredients in both are pretty similar, as you know, I've been getting banned because of how it can last longer in your system, and it's hard to get rid of it once it's in your system. Therefore, the FDA has been limiting how much they can put in sunscreen, and not only that, in some places have completely eliminated it. So I'll leave that to your discretion. Obviously, the things you have to consider is when you use sunscreen, most of the ingredients could possibly travel down into your bloodstream and stay there for, you know, for a while. But if you don't have any allergy, if you're not pregnant, I wouldn't be so cautious about it, because I would think the benefit outweighs the con. So that's my thing. If you're super crazy health prone, then if you look into these ingredients, that might intimidate you. Actually, most of these are very debatable ingredients, but this one runs in the cleaner side. So if you really want to go for cleaner but want to drop some of that extra cash and get yourself Supergoop, so I'll leave that to you. So my third and final sunscreen I'd like to review, but this is from Proactive, and let me show you. It's Daily Oil Control. I was very surprised. It's hard to see them because of my lighting, but I was very surprised in how much it didn't cast any whiteness. But as you can see, this is like the largest size I've ordered, and this is supposed to last me for 3 months, because I've kind of did like, you know, 3 months spaced out, and all of the cleansers and everything I got was large. So I was in heaven thinking the sunscreen is going to be large, therefore I can bathe in it. I am an esthetician. I love sunscreen. I thrive in sunscreen, okay? But I couldn't. As soon as I saw this, I was like, come on, this is going to last me 2 months. I haven't even touched it because I was so disappointed. But it actually is also really nice if you're looking for that transparent sunscreen that you can put on for face and neck and décolleté. Again, you try to put this on your body, see how it lasts. You will not get to your legs. That's all I'm saying. But right, so well, this is a bit disappointing, and this is also SPF 30, and these both two are SPF 50. If you are a person who does not like to reapply or forgets to reapply sunscreen, then I would suggest that you run with either the Supergoop or the Hydro Boost, because they both are SPF 50. So I would say then maybe you can, I'm not saying you shouldn't reapply if you're in the water, if you're swimming, if you're towel drying. Of course you should reapply despite whether it is SPF 30 or 50. But if you're in general, you put on sunscreen and you forget to reapply, then run with 50. If 50 is your safest bet, just the maximum protection. And the thing is, but this one is SPF 30. It says it also helps with oil control. Now, I cannot attest to that since I haven't really used it. But I've tried it. I'm specifically talking about how it absorbs and how it will look on your skin. Now, can this be oil correcting? I'm a little bit on the edge. The first day that I've worn it, I felt like a bottle of oil. But not to say, you know, if you put on sunscreen, it is expected to be oily. And especially if you're an oily skin type, then you're more likely to experience, really to feel how oily this might make you. But nonetheless, also this, you know, I would say I also recommend this nonetheless. Also, it has moisturizing factor in it. So if you're a person who puts moisturizer on, forgets sunscreen, or puts sunscreen on and forgets moisturizer, I would say then something like this where you can put on a moisturizer but then you're not also forgetting the sunscreen aspect is the goal for you. I always preach that. And this is also perfect, as you can see, for cleanliness wise, is really for it will be really difficult for any germ to get into it, since the bottle is really, you know, nothing is left to open. So I'm sure I've seen you, I haven't shown you probably, but it's a bit thicker. Then this one has similar consistency, but also the thing about it is I've only had it for about a month, maybe less than a month, but you will see the oil and the white cream separates. So what I'm saying is there's probably, of course, oil in here, but look how absorbent it is. Like it absorbs like the top. This is why these are my top 3 favorite sunscreen. If you're dark skin and honey, you don't like to look ashy and you hate the fact that you're looking gray, you know, then I would say definitely these are something to consider. Sunscreen is really, really, really important. Now, these are all chemical sunscreens, right? So they're topical sunscreens. So, you know, there's a bit debates in these ingredients, like I was saying. I would like to get into more what is in sunscreens and what you should be avoiding in another video since summer is coming up. But I would encourage you nonetheless to get on sunscreen, because most of these sunscreens do help you fight pigmentation. They're anti-aging, because sun damage is one of the most aging factors. So I will definitely suggest these nonetheless. If you liked my review of these products, please subscribe, like my video, and also please leave a comment if I missed anything also about these sunscreens, or if I miss anything about them or misinformed you and you know anything that I should know, please feel free. This is just for discussion and to educate one another. So please feel free to leave your comments, and thank you for watching.